dwelling in cliffs. We must seek stone knowledge of ancestors to sustain us, halcyon symbols of long ago that still point us homeward because we are, in essence, dwelling in ruins ourselves now, hanging by a worn thread in a dark cosmos. But the deaf language of cliff dwellers speaks in the voice of sandstone rising from the past to be communiques in abandoned walls, stand-in stories, layered narratives akin to our own anecdotes of hope and of loss. The space just inside a stone doorway, with its ceremonies of birth and death, is perhaps more gravid with truth than the vacant walls. Edifice and remembrance entangle, stacked, like prophets to reach upward to us, beyond the curving rim of green mesa to blue sky. Those who dwelt here knew something about time and patience, trust in their creations of brick and breath might stand forever, drawing us to shaped abodes linked to trails in the sacred terrain, an eternal songscape of journeys marked by melody and feet. Once I traveled such a sonorous trail, the curved loop flanking Spruce Canyon on the mesa, Mecca to Petroglyph Point, where open and chiseled hands hide nothing, especially not the hill-in silence no longer found in the fray of life, except in a remote place like this, full of ancestral whispers. Years later, I returned to sit among stones for an archaeology project at Crow Canyon, my hands plunged deep in Colorado dirt, sifting sherds of pottery with great patience, reminding me of the many boxes of photos and written records, those susurrant stones of my grandparents' lives that I have also curiously uncovered, artifacts beckoning and chastising like a petroglyphic palm, raised to halt and to ask a stone-heavy question: what will you leave behind?